Hello and welcome, sports fans, to this live streaming event from Table Rock Sports Productions in partnership with our local school districts and outstanding sponsors who make these live presentations possible. I'm Terry Ross, coming to you live from Jim Maccabee Field at North Medford High School in Medford, Oregon. This is the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day, presented by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. It features the South Eugene Axe taking on the North Medford Black Tornado. We're pleased to bring you, we're pleased that you're joining us for this game on TableRockSports.net. We also would like to welcome our home and visiting fans to the broadcast. In fact, some of those visiting fans are listening to this broadcast right at this moment. Our sponsors keep these events free for fans to enjoy. Please let them know you appreciate their support. And you can also help Table Rock Sports by subscribing to our YouTube channel. And we'd like to say thank you to the 3,300 fans who already have done that. We'll be back with the Peak Rewards pregame show and Coach's Corner, brought to you by the Peak Rewards app, where you can save on gas and goodies. We're back with more right after this timeout here on TableRockSports.net.
U.S. Cellular for years now. They asked me to tell you about their special customer event, Us Days. Exclusive deals, like up to $1,200 for any new phone. So I said, if I'm going to be on TV, think I can get hair and makeup? And I even got a manicure, too.
Us Days at U.S. Cellular. Get up to $1,200 to upgrade to any new phone.
Visit U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou, Southern Oregon's exclusive authorized agent for U.S. Cellular, now serving Roseburg and Klamath Falls. See SOUScellular.com for details.
Don't stop! Get it! Don't go put that greatness in!
Get a little Dutch Bros in here.
Another day, another Dutch Bros.
Oh my god, so good. So worth it. Oh my god.
It's pretty freaking dope, dude. I love every single day of it.
So here's the starting lineups for you. Batting first is the DH today for North Medford. That would be Frankie Rutigliano. Batting second and out in center field, Easton Curtis. Batting third, the catcher, Jeremiah Robbins. Batting fourth, Kellen Willer. Batting fifth will be Colton Morgan. We got a lot of them running out all at the same time, so I'm not sure what order we're getting them in here at this point, as Rutigliano is also going to be the pitcher. At least he's standing out there on the mound. And Joey Newberg will be catching, so maybe Jeremiah Robbins is actually going to start this game as the pitcher. And we'll be back with the first pitch and the starting lineups, we hope, from South Eugene. That's up next right here on TableRockSports.net.
Celebration event is going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from our great inventory of new Jeep Gladiator and Grand Cherokee 4x4 models in stock now. Or test drive a new 24 Ram 1500 4x4. Shop online today with our online process to calculate your own payment, whether it's a lease, finance, or cash payment. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Hi guys, my name's Mason Mahaffey. I'm the Solar Pros Manager of Oregon, and I'm also a teacher and a coach here in the Rogue Valley. Have you looked into solar panels and it didn't make financial sense? I brought Solar Pros here to Oregon to make it more affordable for working class families to put solar on their home. Solar Pros is purposely beating our competitors' prices by thousands of dollars because we are that serious about saving you money. Solar Pros PNW provides the most comfortable, educational, and personal solar experience in Oregon. Visit our Facebook page at Solar Pros PNW to see all of our projects and all the families that we are helping save money.
And we return to Jim McAbee Field at North Medford High School. Indeed, Jeremiah Robbins will be the starting pitcher. Ben Morgan is going to be over at third base. And at shortstop, Dominic Daffrin. In addition to Easton Curtis being out in center field, left field will be patrolled by Cameron Nix. And right field will be patrolled by Jake Payton. And as soon as maybe we'll do it this way here. Get Game Changer to give us the information we desire. But maybe not so much, huh? South Eugene comes in 4-5, 1-2 in conference play. And talking to Coach Elijah Simmons just before the ball game, he alluded to some of their struggles, which have basically to do with right now they're having a little trouble in the hitting department. He says they get people on in scoring position but not scoring. And they're just leaving them stranded out there on second and third. And the scores kind of reflect that. If we were to take a look at their scores, they're doing a good job in the pitching department, and he acknowledged that. Doing a good job playing defense. Teams aren't scoring a lot of points on them, but they certainly are having their ills and woes at the plate right now, trying to get runs across the plate. Meanwhile, North Medford comes in 7-1. They're 1-0 in conference play. They played a doubleheader, or was scheduled to play a doubleheader up in Sheldon in Eugene earlier in the month. And the second game got rained out. They just couldn't get both of them in, and that second game will be made up down here in North Medford. That was one from Robbins is inside, and it's ball one. That one's inside. We'll go 2-0. Leading off for South Eugene is Gavin Bush. He'll be the shortstop. He sends one out to third, over to first. And there's one away as Morgan handles that one rather easily. And I had Jake Payton and Easton Curtis right out in the outfield, but not so much for left field, as out in left field today is Austin Warren. So Austin Warren out in right. There's strike one. Dylan Stevens at the plate, and it's a 1-1 count. That was inside. Jeremiah Robbins went recently. I don't know if it was exactly his last start, but recently he started a game, went all 7 innings. There's strike two. Allowed a couple of hits. Just pitched a fine ball game. There's strike three. So 2 away. Landon Lee at the plate. And he'll look at ball one. Fouled away. Well, the thing about Robbins is he doesn't waste a lot of time out there on the mound. He pretty much gets the ball and he's ready to go. There's a pop-up all the way out of play. 1-2. Didn't check the temperature, but I'm going to imagine we're probably close to 75 here at game time. One misses. He did go. They're going to call him out. And we will head to the bottom of the first. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Jeremiah Robbins to begin the game. You're listening to TableRockSports.net.
Celebration event is going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from our great inventory of new Jeep Gladiator and Grand Cherokee 4x4 models in stock now. Or test drive a new 24 Ram 1500 4x4. Shop online today with our online process to calculate your own payment, whether it's a lease, finance, or cash payment. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Hi guys, my name's Mason Mahaffey. I'm the Solar Pros Manager of Oregon, and I'm also a teacher and a coach here in the Rogue Valley. Have you looked into solar panels and it didn't make financial sense? I brought Solar Pros here to Oregon to make it more affordable for working class families to put solar on their home. Solar Pros is purposely beating our competitors' prices by thousands of dollars because we are that serious about saving you money. Solar Pros PNW provides the most comfortable, educational, and personal solar experience in Oregon. Visit our Facebook page at Solar Pros PNW to see all of our projects and all the families that we are helping save money.
Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day here on TableRockSports.net, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. And on the John L. Scott scoreboard, no runs, no hits, no errors for South Eugene in their first at-bat. North Medford will take a shot at it here now. Rotigliano, who's playing DH today, will lead it off, the senior. He'll be followed by senior Easton Curtis and then senior Jeremiah Robbins. Your 1-2-3 for the Black Tornado. Oh, we have a long warm-up here. I was over at the softball field, visiting all of those fine people over there, and they told me they're going to have somebody listening from Texas. Told them I would mention that because our executive producer, Joe Brett, mentions these things. So there we go, Joe. One in Texas today that we know of anyway. Frankie Rotigliano steps in. And he looks at ball one. Coach Simmons for South Eugene was also talking about their trip down here. And that's a strike on the outside corner. Garcia on the mound for South Eugene. And that one swung and belted out to center field, going back. It's going to go all the way to the wall. Rotigliano's on his way to second. He's going to come into third base. The throw over to third. He's there, standing up with a leadoff triple. That brings up the center fielder, Easton Curtis. Nobody out. He looks at ball one. Behind the plate, Ledoux. There's one right back to Garcia, who will take it over to first. And there's one away. No chance for Rotigliano to advance. Here's the the pitcher. We're so used to calling him the catcher, but he's the pitcher today, Jeremiah Robbins. Robbins will take ball one. little hard sometimes from our angle to tell you exactly what the problem was with that pitch. Might have been a little inside. There's one on the outside, though. We even that count out at 1-1. There's one out to short on one hop. Throw it over to first, and there's two away, but Retigliano comes in to score. That brings up Kellen Willer. I'm going to see his first pitch to him is inside. Early 1-0 lead for the Black Tornado on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Strike. The 1-1. Strike two. Scoreboard says one out. I thought there were two. We'll find out here, I guess, when this at-bat ends. As we stay at 1 and 2. There again. Bouncer right out short. That's not going to get over the top. They had a bush. And getting on is Willer. Now we'll have to wait and see if that's going to go down as an error or a hit. I think it'd probably be a hit, but I couldn't tell if it actually hit the glove or not. So far, no indication. Willer's back. And Morgan is on base. I was looking away. I think he got hit by the pitch. Yes, hit by the pitch. So yeah, there are two outs in the inning. That brings up Jake Payton. There's ball one. So two away. That one's inside. Ball two. Two away. 2 on now. So the question is, can Peyton do any damage while he's standing up there? That one's fouled away. There's strike two. 2-2. And 2 out. Peyton looking to drive the ball somewhere. See if maybe we can't get more. Nope. There'll be strike 3. And the inning is over. We head to the top of the 2, but on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Now North Medford 1. South Eugene nothing. John L. Scott with offices in Medford, Ashland, and Eugene.
Thanks for the ride. I'll see you after the game.
Hey,
Dear Katie, I've been your #1 fan since I watched your first game all those years ago, and I still love watching you play. But I wanted to see you win so badly that my competitive nature got the best of me. I lost track of what's important. I thought I was supporting you, but I was really just embarrassing you. I'm not your coach, and I'm not an official. I forgot my role. I'm your parent, and you deserve better. From here on, I promise to keep my emotions under control. I'll cheer for you and all the other players, no matter the score, no matter the outcome. Thank you for sharing with me how I can do a better job of supporting you, your team, your coaches, and the sports you love. Still your #1 fan. Love, Dad.
It's the top of the second on the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon, here on TableRockSports.net. Ledoux will lead things off. Matthew, but he goes by Matt. And there's a one-hopper to Daffrin over to first. And there is one away quickly. It's one way to keep your pitch count low. There's strike one to Simon Warren. I was telling Kentucky about earlier what's about South Eugene. We got interrupted here. They had to pick up the Sheldon softball team. As they were on their way down here, the bus broke down for the Sheldon Irish. We're playing over at South Medford. There's strike two. So, interesting times for the Axe getting here today, but here they are. Looking to see if they can't slow North Medford down a little bit. That one's fouled away. We'll stay at 0-2. Or 1-2 is what the scoreboard says. We'll catch up. The 1-2 swung on and missed. And there's quickly two away here. I'm going the wrong way on outs, aren't I? That brings up Zev Moses. That one goes way past Newberg for ball one. Zevariah is the full name for Moses. Swing and a miss. We're at 1-1. Swing and a miss. We're at 1-2. Rob is having had a 10-pitch inning, the first inning. Gets a strikeout here, or have a second one. It's only 10 pitches. Nope, it's way outside. That one's inside, so we'll run it 3-2. And nobody on with two away. There's another grounder out to Dominic Daffrin. Daffrin cannot recover. That one just got away from him. And by the way, they finally decided that the hit in question was a hit. Now I think that probably should be an error on Daffrin, but we'll see. As Gabe Garcia, the pitcher, looks at ball one. And he'll swing and miss. 1-1. That misses down low. 2-1. Garcia looking to do a little something here for South Eugene. That one's popped up but way out of play. And that one misses. The 3-2 down low. That'll result in a walk. And first given up by Robbins. Comes with 2 out. And the top of the second. That brings up the second baseman, Tommy France. All of a sudden, Robbins was so accurate in the first, now we're all of a sudden they can't find the strike zone. Got him. Got him right there on a good pickoff move. And that gets us down to the bottom of the second. And on the John L. Scott scoreboard, North Medford still leads this one 1-0. John L. Scott with offices in Medford, Ashland, Eugene.
Diverse venues, we got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Okay, you know how people complain about how Dutch Bros workers are like too nice, too hyper, compliment you too much, whatever? Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you need to get a little Dutch Bros in you.
Discover the West Coast destination for those seeking more. More sunny days, more athletic facilities, more outdoor adventures, more to do during downtime. Medford is your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Bottom of 2 on the Lithia Superstore game of the day, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon on TableRockSports.net. Ben Morgan, the third baseman for North Medford, will lead things off. He'll look at strike one. One of the younger players on the North Medford Ball Club. Only a sophomore. There's strike 2. There's a swing and a miss. So that Dominic Daffrin will be at the plate, 1 away. He's the shortstop for the Black Tornado. A swing and miss. Strike 2. That's going to get away. And getting all the way down to first base is Daffrin, as Ledoux could not get to it. Austin Warren, the left fielder, will take his first at bat. Here's strike 1. And the one we had in question about Daffrin, whether his was an error or a hit, they made it a hit for South Eugene. So 1 hit for the Axe, 2 for the Black Tornado. That's inside, 1-1. There's a roller to first. And getting down to second base, though, is going to be Daffrin. Excuse me, I've got a cough trying to work its way around, but that brings up Rutigliano. He led off the ball game with a triple. He's up there now with 2 outs and 1 on second base, and he'll foul the first one off. And he also looks at ball 1. There's a grounder right out to second base, and handling that one easy is France. And that will end the inning. We head to the top of 3. As we do, it's still a 1-0 score on the John L. Scott scoreboard, with offices at Medford, Ashland, Eugene.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Pick it up. Let's go. Come on. Defense. Defense. What am I teaching you at home? Has this kid played before?
Relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
It's the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon, here on TableRockSports.net. We're in the top of 3. It's a 1-0 ball game. North Medford scoring 1 back in the first when Retigliano led off with the triple and was managed to get home the getting him home was Willer. There we go, top of 3, and Robbins leads it off with a strike to France, who is the second baseman for South Eugene. Downs ball 1. Tommy France behind in the count, 1-2. All conference play now for both of these teams from here on out. Non-conference stuff is over. There's a strike 3 on a swing and a miss. Tavo Santiago, who plays center field for South Eugene, will step in there. He'll look at strike 1. Newberg gave it chase, came up just short. But strike 2. Santiago, swing and a miss. There's 2 down. Brings up the shortstop, Gavin Bush. Bush is 0 for 1. Outside, ball 1. Bush grounding out. His first appearance, 2-0 now on him. There's a shot, and that's going to get out to center field. Curtis will pick it up and throw it in. With 2 out, there's 1 on. Dylan Stevens will step in. He'll take strike 1 to start things off. He too is 0 for 1. Part of the 1-2-3 inning for Robbins to begin the ball game. There's strike 3 called. Everybody kind of wondering how that was going to work out, but we head to the bottom of the 3rd as we do. North Medford clings to its 1-0 lead on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Offices in Medford, Ashland, Eugene.
Game day or a family get-together. Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
Your game day adventures start at Pinnacle 365. Kick off your day with some morning motivation. Then add some crunch to your game day with mouth-watering crispy crunchy chicken, featuring the Chicken Crunch Box, Tender's Crunch Box, and introducing a contender for best chicken sandwich in the West, the Big Cluck. But wait, here's the real MVP move. Download and use the Peak Rewards app and save big on fuel every day with in-store purchases. Fuel your day, fuel your fun. Pinnacle 365.
Whether it's game day or a family get-together, Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount.
Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night. Actually, the daytime, I guess, nowadays. Here on TableRockSports.net, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. The 1-0 ball game. Bottom of the third, Curtis will lead things off. It's Curtis, Robbins, and Willer for North Medford here in the bottom of the third. Looking to get something done against Garcia again, and there's one. It's going to get down. Out. No! Did he hold on to it? No, he didn't. Oh, it's a leadoff single for Curtis. It's hard to tell whether Santiago actually got that one or not. We had to wait for the umpire, who said, no, safe. So he didn't quite get there. Robbins at the plate. Strike one. Robbins is 0 for 1. And Curtis took off. He's into second. Ledoux had the ball in his hand as he got ready to throw it. He realized he had dropped it. So now Curtis stands out at second. Robbins at the plate. That one's inside. A 1-1 ball, or a 1-1 count now. Scoreboard says 1-2. I may be one behind. Nope, I'm right. 1-2 at this point. Oh, she says 2-2. Well, we'll see. Foul back. We'll go with the scoreboard here. Not so sure about that, but 2-2s. Oh, no correction from the umpire, so we'll say it's right. Swing and a miss, and Robbins is down on strikes. One away. Kellen Willer, first baseman. Willer's 1 for 1. He had the RBI. There goes Curtis off to third on a hit and run, and it's right between second and third. Curtis being waved in. He'll come in standing up. It's a 2-0 ball game. Morgan Colton is at the plate. Willer's having quite a day. Have him down 2 for 2 with a couple of RBIs. Only one away. Try to give Willer on a pickoff, but nothing doing. And Morgan will foul that one. outside. 1-1. 2 away. Morgan looking to do some more damage up there. That's popped up to center field and circling under it and grabbing it is Santiago. It becomes the second out. Peyton. See if he can't advance Wooler. Wooler still over there at first base. Peyton 0 for 1 on the day. Garcia delivers down low. There's the first strike to Peyton. There's a bouncer who's going to grab it, and they're just stepping on the bag. After grabbing it is Bush. They just went over there and took it as it went up the middle and stepped on the bag. We're through 3. At the end of 3 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. It's still a 1-0 lead for North Medford. Offices in Medford.
I ride the bus a lot. RVTD's UMO app with fare capping means I will never pay more than the daily or monthly cap. RVTD gets me to school, work, volunteering, shopping, and even coffee for a fixed amount each month. UMO gives me one less thing to worry about. Thanks, RVTD.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
It's a Lithia Superstore game of the day, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon on TableRockSports.net. 2-0 now. North Medford out on top of South Eugene as we get the 4th inning started. Landon Lee will lead it off for South Eugene. And Lee is hit by the pitch. Ledoux at the plate. He's 0 for 1. There's a one-hopper to Daffrin. And Daffrin sends it over to second base. And they cut off Lee. And leave Ledoux over at first base on a fielder's choice. Well, now they've changed their mind about South Eugene, they say that South Eugene has 1 hit, 1 error. Not sure how that works out, but that's okay. We'll go with the scoreboard. That one's down low and outside. 0-1 to Warren. 0 for 1. That one's fouled away. How's that side? Scoreboard says I'm wrong, so I'll have to fix it again. That I hit the wrong button. 2-1 is actually the count. Back is Ledoux. Outside. 3-1. Comment that Robbins can work pretty quickly like he did in the first few innings, but when he has base runners on, he slows things down. There's a shot that gets right past Ben Morgan down the left field line, and that'll give South Eugene first and second. Moses at the plate for South Eugene. He's 1 for 1. They got Ledoux out at second, Warren over at first, and a pop-up. Wooler giving chase, but to no avail. Inside. And misses. 2-1. Moses with only 1 away. Looking to punch it somewhere. That's straight out of play. We will go to 2-2. Outside. 3-2. Wind certainly has picked up here. Not a cold wind, though. Rather pleasant. That's popped out of play. For what it's worth, the weather app says it's about 73 degrees right now. That's down low. That'll load the bases. Well, now they find themselves in a bit of trouble. Here comes the coach out for a bit of a conversation. That's our chance to guess I'm on the wrong page. It'll be our chance, if I get on the right page, to tell you that Solar Pros and owner Mason Mahaffey invite you to learn how you can save thousands on solar panels installation for your home. Visit Solar Pros Facebook page to learn more. Search Facebook Solar Pros PNW. And while we're here, something I forgot to read way back in the first inning, and we'll take care of all of this here. But you need to stay tuned between innings ahead for the Medford Parks and Recreation Report with updates on spring activities. You can visit playmedford.com for the latest recreation guide. All the sports leagues, classes, and special events await you. Visit playmedford.com to learn more. We'll take care of looking at all that here when we get down to the bottom through the fourth inning here. Right now, North Medford's got a mess on hand. Bases loaded and only one away. That one's fouled out of play. Another one fouled out of play. Only a 2-0 lead. Not a lot of room here for North Medford. Inside. Ball one. Garcia at the plate. I say ball two. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Garcia's down on strikes. There's a big out. Makes life a little bit simpler for North Medford. Now any base will do it as France steps in. He'll ground one right to Daffrin, who'll underhand to Colton Morgan. And somehow or another, North Medford got themselves out of that one. We head to the bottom of the fourth. As we do, it's still a 2-0 lead on the John L. Scott scoreboard with offices in Medford, Ashland, Eugene.
All right, let's go, guys. 15 minutes. Get your stuff.
Bye, Mom.
Have a good day, guys. I don't know what happened.
Just next time, go a little slower and figure it out.
Okay, I get it. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take the line.
Life is busy. Juggling everything can be overwhelming. We've all been there. So consumed with our own lives that we sometimes forget about what someone else might be going through.
Ref, come on! No, ref! There's no contact! I'm straight up! That is a terrible
So keep it in perspective, because we're all hoping for the same thing, to be respected for who we are and what we do. Remember, no ref, no game. You can be a parent, athlete, coach, or an official, but you can only be one. Know your.
It's the bottom of the fourth, a 2-0 lead for the North Medford Black Tornado, as you can see on the scoreboard. 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors for North Medford. No runs, 2 hits, and 1 error for South Eugene. Ben Morgan leads it off. We'll have Ben Morgan, Daffrin, and Warren in this inning. And Morgan looks at strike one. Out of play. There's a swing and a miss, and we have one away.
Now batting the shortstop, Dominic
Daffron comes to the plate with one out. Garcia leads off with a strike. Oh and 1. Strike 2. Has popped out of play. Way down the right field line, but there wasn't any chance that Warren was going to get to that one. Inside. 1 and 2. I'll stay at 1 and 2. Garcia's up to 52 pitches. That's inside. 2 and 2. There's strike 3. Warren at the plate, and he's 0 for 1. Strike 2. No, I missed. 2 and 2. Garcia's teammates thought for sure he had it. It's inside. Warren sends it right to third base on a hop and over to first. And that will end the inning. We head now to the top of the 5th, as we do on the John L. Scott scoreboard. It's a 2-0 lead on the John L. Scott. They have offices in Medford, Ashland, and Eugene. Did you know the city of Medford is the largest provider of community recreation classes, programs, and sports leagues in Southern Oregon? You can check out the program guide for hundreds of offerings at playmedford.com. Talking about spring activities, they, first of all, we covered South Medford, or North Medford softball team, the Black Tornado, called a couple of games. They lost to Oregon City and then defeated undefeated McMinnville. McMinnville was rated ranked number 1 going into that ball game, but North Medford gave them their first loss in a 3-2 win in 9 innings. So that was pretty impressive. But other activities that are coming up, and they come up pretty close to the end of spring. Well, let's define that. Late April, early March. We have a lot of music stuff coming up for other activities that aren't necessarily sport. Band, orchestra, choir, both a group and solo contest will be taking place. And I believe the speech and debate is also getting ready to start deciding who's going to go to the state finals with an attempt to come home with a state championship in those sports or activities, actually. So a lot going on here in the month of April as the school year begins to wind down, as the first pitch is fouled off. And we will, of course, as we get down a little bit, Santiago looks at strike two. Of course, we get down into May, down around Memorial Day and a little thereafter, it'll be baseball, softball playoffs, track. We'll be taking their state tournament up to Hayward Field. So a lot going on here in the next few weeks in terms of sports and various activities. There's another foul off by Garcia, or Santiago. Talking about numbers of pitches, Robinson is up to 69. This is pitch number 70 right here. Popped up and out of play. Keeping the dugout busy running for baseballs. Another one popped up. Newberg looks. Yeah, it's in the out over the fence, I think over the dugout. There's a bouncer back. Newberg will pick it up, throw it first. No, they're not going to get him. I actually think Santiago might have gotten hit by that one, but automatically putting that one up quickly as a second hit for South Eugene. So with nobody out, one on. Stepping to the plate is Bush. That's way to the backstop, all the way down to second base. It was Santiago. They're saying that that's an error on South Medford. There's a strike. That's misses. 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2. There's a shot. Warren's right there, though. Oh, he's not right there. Fell down in front of him. I got down, so my mistake. I thought for sure that Warren was right there. but not so much. Stevens at the plate. Bush is over at first base. That one's outside, ball one. Santiago's over at third. This is what Coach Elijah Simons was talking about before the game. They get runners. That one's outside. Right here in this situation, but they're not bringing them in. Need to figure out how to score runs is what South Eugene needs to do. That's out of play. Strike two on the outside corner. That gets down. Picking it up is Curtis. 1 run scores. And getting up to second base is Bush. Scoring is Santiago, and Stevens is over at first. And by my count, that's the 4th hit for South Eugene. That one's outside. And there is action in the Black Tornado bullpen. And there's another one. That's going to get through. Here coming around to score is going to be Bush from second. He's in. And getting it down to third base is Warren. Taking second base would be Lee. And let's see what this leads to. 83 pitches, it leads to a pitching change. We will take a break as they make this pitching change right here as you're listening to TableRockSports.net.
Game day or a family get-together. Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
You want diverse venues? We got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
So Calvin Rayburn comes in to relieve Jeremiah Robbins here in the top of the 5th. Before or after the game is a great time to visit Dutch Brothers and enjoy your favorite beverage. Drink One for Dane Day is coming in May. Over $2.5 million has been raised for the Muscular Dystrophy Association in 18 years by Dutch Brothers and the customers who support them. Robbins leaves, having thrown 4 innings of ball. 84 pitches, 50 of them for strikes. He faced 21 batters, and now he's going to take back his catcher's position. So Ledoux will step in there. Calvin Rayburn on the mound. First batter he faces is Ledoux, who is 0 for 2, the catcher for South Eugene. I did not change my score here. I apologize for that. It's a 2-2 ball game. Got caught up in everything else that was going on. Swing and a miss by the pitch by Rayburn. Sun was behind a cloud there for a long time. Now it's back out, being bright. There's a foul. Swing and a miss. There's a big out. Warren, who started all this off way back who knows when, he's 1 for 2. Rayburn trying to keep it right here, the 2-2 game. There's strike 1. And a bit of a dicey situation, though, second and third for the Axe. There's strike 2. Strike 3. There's 2 down. Rayburn getting it done out there on the mound right now. Moses will be at the plate. Rayburn delivers ball 1. Fouled away. The 1-1 misses. 2-1. Hopped up and out. Swing and a miss. And that will take us to the bottom of the 5th inning. Now 2-2 tie. Here on TableRockSports.net, 2-2 tie on the John L. Scott scoreboard. They have offices in Medford, Ashland, and Eugene.
Game day or a family get-together. Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
Your game day adventures start at Pinnacle 365. Kick off your day with some morning motivation. Then add some crunch to your game day with mouth-watering crispy crunchy chicken, featuring the Chicken Crunch Box, Tender's Crunch Box, and introducing a contender for best chicken sandwich in the West, the Big Cluck. But wait, here's the real MVP move. Download and use the Peak Rewards app and save big on fuel every day with in-store purchases. Fuel your day, fuel your fun. Pinnacle 365.
Whether it's game day or a family get-together, Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount.
Welcome to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon on TableRockSports.net. By the way, Siskiyou Cellular has 9 locations with which to serve you. Rutigliano leads it off against Garcia, who is still out there here in the bottom of the 5th. Now Rutigliano, that's going to get by. He'll be on. We'll wait and see if that goes as an error or a hit. Lee had it. Well, still no indication. Curtis squaring the button, pulls it back. There's a throw down to second, but Rutigliano's in there easily. Foul. Trying to bunt it. There's Rutigliano on the way to third. He's there. Curtis at the plate with a 1-2 count. Strike 3. Up there no longer. Robbins will step in there against Garcia in a 2-2 tie. Looks at ball 1. And ball 2. Rutigliano wasn't really trying to come home on that one. Strike 1. There gets in to right field. That will score Retigliano. And Robbins is over at first base. Willer will see if he can keep it going with one away. That's popped up right field way, and getting under that one is Warren. 2 away. Colton Morgan at the plate. Oh for 1. Foul ball. That was close. Low. There's a one hopper to second. And they throw Morgan out. And that will end the inning. We're headed to the top of 6. As we do. North Medford's got the lead back. They now lead at 3-2 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. They have offices in Medford, Ashland, and Eugene.
I ride the bus a lot. RVTD's UMO app with fare capping means I will never pay more than the daily or monthly cap. RVTD gets me to school, work, volunteering, shopping, and even coffee for a fixed amount each month. UMO gives me one less thing to worry about. Thanks, RVTD.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
It's the top of the 6th in the Lithia Superstore game of the day, powered by TableRockSports.net and by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. Garcia will lead it off for South Eugene. Rayburn delivers, and that's popped out of play. There's a line drive right to Ben Morgan. One away. France will look at ball one. I think that was a strike. Fouled out of play. Definitely a strike now. Yeah, 2 strikes. Over 3-2. Rayburn looking to keep things right where it is at the moment. And another foul. There's one. That's going to get down. Curtis will grab it out in center field. There's still another base runner. I think we have a pinch hitter. Oh. Santiago. He's going to bunt it. Morgan can't pick it up. Everybody's safe. Ben Morgan came in charging hard, tried to glove it. Couldn't get it. Everybody's safe. So with one away, 2 on here in the bottom of the 6th. Missed that time. That's hit by the pitch. So, bases loaded, 1 away. North Medford's got themselves in trouble again. Let's see what Mr. Rayburn has this time. Duo. Three and 0. Nowhere to put Mr. Stevens. Oh, ball 4. And that will score a run and tie it up again. Bases are still loaded with only 1 out. Lee at the plate. Ball 1. There's a grounder. They're going to go the short way to home and get 1. That's all they're going to get. The bases stay loaded. And Ledoux steps in. 2 away, bases are still loaded. Low, 1-1. Right to inside. 2-2. Foul ball. We will stay at 2-2. Outside. Well, everybody's on the move. Went as far as we could go. That one's foul. Ball 4. That brings another run across. So with the bases loaded, pinch hitter is what we're dealing with here. That's going to get down. 1 run will score, 2 runs will score. And we got second and third. Moses at the plate. Now it's a 6-3 ball game. Strike one. Strike two. If Rayburn can get himself out of this. And strike three. A lot of damage done as we head to the bottom of 6. And at the bottom of 6 on the John L. Scott scoreboard, South Eugene 6, North Medford 3. And John L. Scott has offices in Medford, Ashland, and Eugene. Today's game is, oh, that's not what I want to read. Hold on here, right here. I don't want to read that. I want to read this. Although that would have been good, but this is what we want. The Medford Parks and Recreation Department invites you to check out the Rogue X Aquatic and Event Center. You can check out what is available at roguemedford.com, where you'll find open swim and gym classes and all the great activities happening at the Rogue X. We talk about spring activities. I haven't talked too much about summer activities coming up for these high schoolers. Some of them will be playing baseball and softball, running some track, doing music things. Music never ends, it seems. That one's always going on all year round. I know this because I've done music in high school and still doing it, so it's never ending. Warren will lead it off, or make that Peyton will lead it off. As he'll be followed by Ben Morgan and Daffron. Medford's got to come from behind again. Strike one. There's strike two. Outside. There's ball two. 2-2. Peyton 0 for 2 this afternoon. There's a little one right over to the third baseman and getting it is Lee, and he gets it over to Moses. Moses had to reach just a bit for it, but still got it, 1 out. There's Ben Morgan. 0 for, I'd say 0 for 2, but wait a moment. 0 for 2, struck out. Last time at the plate. And he'll take ball 1. Garcia ready to fire. Down low. Ball 3. Out the short, bobbled. Bush threw it on the right side of Moses, and Moses couldn't get it in. Got away from him. Brings up Daffrin. Ball 1. There's a line right out to Lee, who handled it, but everybody gets back. Now there's 2 away. Warren swings and misses. Down low. Ball. 2-1. 2 outs. Swing and a miss. 2-2. That's low. 3-2. Swing and a miss. And that will retire the side. To the top of 7 we go. It's South Eugene 6, North Medford 3 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. John L. Scott with offices in Medford, Ashland, and Eugene.
All right, let's go, guys. 15 minutes. Get your stuff.
Bye, Mom.
Have a good day, guys. I don't know what happened.
Just next time, go a little slower and figure it out.
Okay, I get it. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take the line.
Life is busy. Juggling everything can be overwhelming. We've all been there. So consumed with our own lives that we sometimes forget about what someone else might be going through.
Ref, come on! No, ref! There's no contact! I'm straight up! That is a terrible
So
goal.
keep it in perspective, because we're all hoping for the same thing, to be respected for who we are and what we do. Remember, no ref, no game. You can be a parent, athlete, coach, or an official, but you can only be one. Know your role.
So some changes as we come back to the Lithia Superstore game of the day. Powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon, here on Table Rock Sports. In left field is Cameron Nix. Austin Warren moves to first base. Kellen Willer takes over on the mound for the Black Tornado here in the top of 7. trailing this one 6-3 to the South Eugene Axe. I think if you talk to Coach Curtis, he'd tell you South Eugene has been just a bit of a thorn in the flesh for North Medford. In the last couple of years, they've just played him in such a way that, in fact, they cost him a playoff spot one year, a couple of years ago. So South Eugene's just been one of those teams that have hung in there with the Black Tornado, and there's ball one. That's popped up. Morgan circling. Oh, Daffern will take it. France will step in there. He's 1 for 3. Willer looking to make quick work of people here. Outside. That's right there. Peyton has that one. Santiago steps in. 2 away now. Swing and a miss. There's a Sky out there. That gets down. Peyton will get to it, but it comes the 7th hit. That one's upstairs. North Medford scored 1 in the first, 1 in the third. South Eugene came back and scored 2 in the 5th. North Medford answered. That's going to gobble up Ben Morgan, and it's going to put 2 on. It's actually the 9th hit for South Eugene right there. And then South Eugene scored 4 runs in the 6th. Get your old scoreboard up here. The part you can't see just yet. 3 errors on North Medford. Is that one misses and runs the count to 2-0. Stevens 1 for 3. Upstairs 3-0. Two RBIs. Also struck out a couple times. Now he walks. And the bases are loaded again. So Lee, he's been up there 3 times. He scored a run. He has 1 hit and an RBI. Struck out once. There's strike one. That's going to go all the way to the backstop. 1 run will score. Coming in is Santiago. Everybody advances 90 feet. There's strike 2. That just misses. You can tell by the fans' reactions. Foul. 3-2. Game changer has Rutigliano when they're pitching. It's actually Wooler. That's right to Ben Morgan, who fires across to the other side. And that's it. That'll be the inning. But I have to go to the bottom of 7. It's now a 7-3 ball game in favor of South Eugene here on the John L. Scott scoreboard with offices in Medford, Ashland, Eugene.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Enjoy the patio weather and a brand new menu at Tap Rock Northwest Grill, where friends and family gather and memories are made. Come visit us today or visit our website.
Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore game of the day, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon, here on TableRockSports.net. On the other side, right across the parking lot, the softball game is over. North Medford wins it 8-0 over South Eugene. Black Tornado here on the baseball diamond. Have to figure out how to score 4 just to get this to extra innings. So Rutigliano leads things off. They need him to get on base. They need a lot of base runners. There's a shot out the left field. That's not going to get it done. There's one away. Just a little easy one out to Stevens. Here comes Curtis. It's 3 for 1. 1 for 3, actually. There's a swing and a miss. That's popped out of play. 0-2. Outside, ball 1. Has lifted up. Out to center field, and Santiago grabs it. There's 2 away. Brings up Robbins. 1 for 3. Strike 1. Bounces up to the plate. There's a shot way out to left field. Not gonna get it. It's a fair ball. Robbins is on his way to second. He's down in the corner. He'll be in at third with a stand-up triple. And 2 away here in the bottom of the 7th. Willer will be up there. He's 2 for 3. Oh. Gotta put Robbins back at second base. That's because I got down there in ground rule double area. That's popped up. Santiago giving chase. Santiago isn't going to get it. Robbins is going to come home and score. It's a 7-4 to ball game. Colton Morgan. Fouled away. Fouled away again. 0-2. Looking to keep the inning alive. By the way, Ledoux is out there pitching. Alexander's behind the plate. Ledoux replacing Santiago. Or not Santiago, but Garcia. There's ball 1. Outside. And low. 2-1. Or 2-2. And Morgan keep this game going. Fouled away. It didn't hit your car. My camera been a little concerned about his car. There's a shot. That's going to get down. That's going to get out to right center. And Morgan's at first. He's going to have to hold up, but steaming into third base is Willer. Peyton will step up there, but now we've got a bit of a conference here. I don't know if that's going to be the end of Ledoux or not. No, he's going to stay. Peyton at the plate. And this is all one. We have, still have Ledoux out there. Swing and a miss. Where you need the bottom of the lineup to do something. Way upstairs and getting down to second base is Colton Morgan. At that time, Alexander very wisely held on to the ball, or there would have been a fifth run in. Outside. 3-1. There's ball 4. Ben Morgan steps in. He's 0 for 3. I'll take it back. He's 1 for 3, but he struck out twice. That's all they need to do is have him stand there and just take a pitch. Make Ledoux find the strike zone on his own. There's a shot. That's going to get down. 1 run will score. Here comes a second one, and we've got second and third. Coming in to score was Willer and Colton Morgan. Peyton on his way to third base. Ben Morgan's at second. Here's Daffron. Inside, that one gets away, but not far enough. He looks at ball 1. Struck out twice. 0 for 3. Now might be the time. to get a hit. Ledoux is going to tie his shoe. Going to tie both of his shoes. Here we go. Down low. 2-0. Outside. 3-0. You know Dafford's going to stand right there even if it's just down the middle. Ledoux figure out how to get one over the plate. He doesn't. Ball 4. Bases loaded. Warren to the plate. And I have a feeling that's just about it. Right there for Mr. Ledoux. Maybe not. We'll wait and see here for a moment. Yeah, he's walking off the mound now. Today's game is brought to you by Tap Rock Northwest Bar and Grill in Grants Pass, Elmer's Restaurants of Medford, and the Southern Oregon Sports Commission's Know Your Role campaign, promoting respectful behavior at youth sporting events. So, I was wrong. Austin or Ledoux is still in there. He'll face Austin Warren. Warren's around the bunt, takes it back, ball 1. Nowhere for Warren to be. Outside, ball 2. Tornado faithful or hopeful. Ball 3. I might say, for those of you up in Eugene that are South Eugene fans, those pitches aren't even close. He's missing by quite a margin. I don't have a real good camera angle for you, I know that. There's strike 1. Problem for Ledoux is if he doesn't get Warren, he's going to get back to the top of the order. Strike 2. Here we go. 3-2. 2 away. Bottom of 7. North Medford trails by 1. Warren has to do something. The 3-2 outside, ball 4. Coming in to score. Peyton to tie it up. And the bases stay loaded. Now you got real problems. Because now you can get that back up to Rotigliano. And he'll look at ball 1. Nobody in the batter's box because no matter what happens, there it is, popped up, and getting over there to get it is going to be France, and we're headed to the 8th. And it's all tied up here. It's 7 on the John L. Scott scoreboard, with offices in Medford, Ashland, and Eugene.
Celebration event is going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from our great inventory of new Jeep Gladiator and Grand Cherokee 4x4 models in stock now. Or test drive a new 24 Ram 1500 4x4. Shop online today with our online process to calculate your own payment, whether it's a lease, finance, or cash payment. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Your game day adventure starts at Pinnacle 365. Kick off your day with some morning motivation. Then add some crunch to your game day with mouth-watering crispy crunchy chicken party meals featuring bone-in, tenders, and wings. Make sure you remember the biscuits. You're sure to be the hit of the party when you show up with the crispy crunchy chicken party meal. Plus, with our Peak Rewards app, you can be earning savings on fuel for your next fill-up. Enjoy your game day adventures more at Pinnacle 365.
We return for inning number 8 here on the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon on TableRockSports.net. All right, now we've got all kinds of changes here again, so we'll have to catch up with you. Warren moves from first to third. Willer goes back to first. Ben Morgan moves to second. Colton Morgan moves to shortstop. Robbins is behind the plate, and Dominic Daffron is on the mound. Nix, Curtis, Payton still patrol the outfield. Did you get all of that? Matt Ledoux is up. And Ledoux looks at ball 1. Strike 1. Strike 2. Strike 3. And there's one quick out here at the top of the 8th. Warren. I think that it takes ball 1. They say it's Van Ryzen. He looks at ball 2. And ball 3. And ball 4. I was trying to find a number 8 on the roster, but there wasn't one. Moses at the plate. Big strike 1. Strike 2. A throw down to second. Has backed up nicely there. Getting down to second base is Van Ryzen. And it's a 1-2 count. Two. And we'll get down. Peyton will play it on a hop. He'll fire it home. But South Eugene has first and third. Ledoux, they say, is at the plate now. There's strike one. Swing and a miss. 0-2. That one's fouled off. Strike three. There's the second out. Slow walk out here to the mound by North Medford. Looks like maybe Dom is done for the day. Or not. We'll see. Quite a long conversation out there. Spring sports action is brought to you by our title sponsor, Lithia Superstore Jeep Dodge Chrysler, where you can find great deals on the lot or at lithiasuperstore.com. And our presenting sponsor, Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon, now with 9 locations in nearby to serve you. There's struck one. France at the plate. Van Ryzen at third. Moses over at first. 2 down. There goes Moses. And they'll just let him have it. Indifference, as they say. I was popped up and out of play. And here's strike 3, and the inning is over. We're headed to the bottom of the 8th. We are still tied at 7 here on the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day and on the John L. Scott scoreboard. They have offices in Medford, Ashland, and Eugene.
Celebration event is going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from our great inventory of new Jeep Gladiator and Grand Cherokee 4x4 models in stock now. Or test drive a new 24 Ram 1500 4x4. Shop online today with our online process to calculate your own payment, whether it's a lease, finance, or cash payment. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Hi guys, my name's Mason Mahaffey. I'm the Solar Pros Manager of Oregon, and I'm also a teacher and a coach here in the Rogue Valley. Have you looked into solar panels and it didn't make financial sense? I brought Solar Pros here to Oregon to make it more affordable for working class families to put solar on their home. Solar Pros is purposely beating our competitors' prices by thousands of dollars because we are that serious about saving you money. Solar Pros PNW provides the most comfortable, educational, and personal solar experience in Oregon. Visit our Facebook page at Solar Pros PNW to see all of our projects and all the families that we are helping save money.
We welcome you back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day. Now pitching for South Eugene, Landon Lay. And behind the plate, what am I going to do here? See who we have. We're going to go back to Ledoux behind the plate. And out at first is going to be Moses. So they keep switching around here. The South Eugene lineup. At least I think that's 15 behind the plate. Or possibly not. They say on the official that it's Alexander, which would be number 17 or number 18. Anyway, Easton Curtis is what matters. He's at the plate. And he'll swing and miss. Foul. Upstairs. There's a swing and a miss. And there is one away. So here comes Robbins. He'll look at ball one. There's a shot, but that's just a high fly out to Stevens. Got way up there, but didn't really have much depth to it at all. Willer. Three for 4 this afternoon. 3 hits, he scored 1 run, has 2 RBIs. There's a swing and a miss. That'll bounce up there. A lot of players been used in this one, moving them around. Comes inside. Moving him from catcher to pitcher to first base, over to third. All kinds of places today. That's out of play. 2-2. That's fouled again, out of play. That's a foul ball. Well, that was close. Really close. That one's popped up and out of play. We'll stay at 2-2. Swing and a miss. And now we'll send us to the 9th. Still tied at 7 on the John L. Scott scoreboard, where they have offices in Medford, Ashland, Eugene.
Thanks for the ride. I'll see you after the game.
Hey, Dear Katie, I've been your #1 fan since I watched your first game all those years ago, and I still love watching you play. But I wanted to see you win so badly that my competitive nature got the best of me. I lost track of what's important. I thought I was supporting you, but I was really just embarrassing you. I'm not your coach, and I'm not an official. I forgot my role. I'm your parent, and you deserve better. From here on, I promise to keep my emotions under control. I'll cheer for you and all the other players, no matter the score, no matter the outcome. Thank you for sharing with me how I can do a better job of supporting you, your team, your coaches, and the sports you love. Still your #1 fan. Love, Dad.
Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore game of the night here on Table Rock Sports. It's powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. My goodness, we are now in the 9th inning. 7 runs, 10 hits apiece. I'm going to update my internal scoreboard to reflect that. 3 errors for North Medford, only 1 for South Eugene. There's a shot right out to Ben Morgan, and that's over the first. And 1 away. Although that may not be Ben Morgan. It is not Ben Morgan. That's Warren. It's now playing second or third base. Bush comes to the plate. He's 2 for 4. He'll look at ball 1 from Daffron, who working again. Another inning. There's a shot by to Colton Morgan and a diving catch. I think that probably Bush thought he had that one passed. No such thing. 2 down. There's ball 1. Stevens 1 for 3. There's a bouncer to Ben Morgan. He sets, he fires. He's out. Tried to sell it as he was safe, but nothing doing. The umpire wouldn't buy it. Bottom of the ninth we go. We are still tied at 7 on the John L. Scott scoreboard, where they have offices in Medford, Ashland, and Eugene.
Diverse venues, we got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Okay, you know how people complain about how Dutch Bros workers are like too nice, too hyper, compliment you too much, whatever? Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you need to get a little Dutch Bros in you.
Discover the West Coast destination for those seeking more. More sunny days, more athletic facilities, more outdoor adventures, more to do during downtime. Medford is your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
And we'll welcome you back to the Lithia Superstore. Game of the night, powered by Siskiyou Cellular here in Southern Oregon. On TableRockSports.net, we have to find plugins. All of our devices are beginning to run out of juice. So pardon me for a moment while I don't watch the game to keep a device going. So Colton Morgan will lead it off. We're at the bottom of 9. And he'll take ball 1 from Lay. I think most of the game we've been pronouncing it as Lee, but they're pronouncing it as Lay over there. And he will look at ball 2. "15 pitches so far for Lay. Make it 16 actually. There's a strike. That one's popped up. 2-2. Well, I tell you, the Black Tornado came charging back in the bottom of the 7th, and now haven't been able to take advantage of that. That's popped straight up to the pitcher. Lay looking at it, looking at it, and has it in foul territory for the first out. That brings up Peyton. Ball 1. Peyton's 0 for 3. Swing and a miss. Might have been a strike by the sound of things. Or a foul ball, I mean. That's popped up, out of play. 1-2. There's a 2-hopper foul ball. Foul ball. Home plate umpire called that one. Oh, Peyton will have to pick up the bat and we'll do it again. Peyton has scored a run, walked, struck out. Ooh, way upstairs. Had another foul, first base direction. The 2-2 swung on and sent out to left field, backing up though, and handling it easy is Stevens for out number 2. That brings up Ben Morgan, 2 for 4. Couple of hits, couple of RBIs. He looks at ball 1. Struck out a couple of times. There's a swing and a miss. Nobody on, 2 away here, bottom of 9. Held back. That's upstairs. 2-1. Foul back. Morgan hanging in there. That one bounces up. Make it a 3-2 count with 2 away. And ball 4. So, this makes things a little more interesting now as Mr. Morgan draws the walk. That brings up Dominic Daffrin. 2 for 4. Well, they say 0 for 3. Looking at the wrong line, he is 0 for 3. Walked, struck out twice. There's a shot right out to second base. Bobble. Are they going to get it? Yes! France was able to stay with it and throw it to Bush to get the 3rd out. Now we head to the 10th. And as we do, we still have a 7-7 tie here on the John L. Scott scoreboard with offices in Medford, Ashland, and Eugene.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Pick it up. Let's go. Come on. Defense. Defense. What am I teaching you at home? Has this kid played before? Shoot it. Oh. Ah. Come on, ref. Open your eyes. Can't you see out there? So, which one's your kid?
The referee.
You can be a parent, athlete, coach, or an official, but you can only be one. Know your role.
Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore game of the day. Turning into the evening here, the way this is going, as we are now in the top of 10. We are still tied at 7. This all happened because North Medford was trailing 7-3 going into the bottom of the 7th, and they scored 4. And so here we are, still playing on. Everybody burning through their players and pitchers. Daffrin out on the mound. He throws ball 1. To Lay, who's now pitching. There's strike 1. There's strike 2. And there's a shot in the left field, and that will get things started here. Lay banging that one out there. Standing over at first base. 1 on, nobody out for the Axe. Alexander 0 for 1 steps in. He pulls the bat back. Ball 1. That is not Alexander, by the way. I don't care what Game Changer says. Number 15 is Ledoux. And he swings and misses at strike 1. So this is actually Ledoux at the plate. Tries to lay down a bunt, can't. Foul it off. 1-2. Ledoux is 0 for 4. Although he has walked and scored a run. Also has an RBI. I guess he has not scored a run, but he does have an RBI. That's popped up. It's going to be out of play. It'll stay 1-2. The 1-2 inside. 2-2. That's popped out to right field. That's going to get all the way. Didn't quite get all the way to the wall. Peyton stopped it, but they're going to have second and third by the time it's all over. As getting over to third is Lay. Alexander down at second base. And still nobody out. So Van Ryzen will step in. 1 for 1. So now North Medford needs outs. And they got ball 1. And Ryzen will be looking to drive this. The infield comes in for North Medford. They're going to play for the plate. There's strike 1. Yeah, they're playing in. They're going to play to cut the run off. There's a grounder foul. 1-2. There's a grounder to Morgan. He'll look to third. He'll throw it over to first. There's one away. And everybody has to hold on. Moses will step up. Swing and a miss. There's strike one. Said it was Morgan that fielded the ball. It's actually Warren. I said they've moved them all over the place today. There's strike two. Outside, Robbins keeps it in front of him. The infield still in for North Medford, as they are still playing to cut off the run. Strike three. 2 down. Well, that changes everything. And now the infield will back way up. Andrew Rodman batting for Garcia, I believe. That's how to play. Strike one. Now, this is something that Coach Elijah Simons was talking about over there before the ball game. His team has gotten in this position a lot. There's strike two. And this is what has happened, potentially still here, in that they may not score a run. And it's just like, it just hurts. There it is. Third out. Didn't score. We go to the bottom of the 10th. After having second and third, had nobody out, they didn't score one run. And that's what their coach was talking about happening way too often this season. We're headed to the bottom of 10. And this is on the John L. Scott scoreboard. We're still tied here on TableRockSports.net.
Game day or a family get-together. Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
Your game day adventures start at Pinnacle 365. Kick off your day with some morning motivation. Then add some crunch to your game day with mouth-watering crispy crunchy chicken, featuring the Chicken Crunch Box, Tender's Crunch Box, and introducing a contender for best chicken sandwich in the West, the Big Cluck. But wait, here's the real MVP move. Download and use the Peak Rewards app and save big on fuel every day with in-store purchases. Fuel your day, fuel your fun. Pinnacle 365.
Whether it's game day or a family get-together, Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount.
We welcome you back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night. Now, anyway, right here on TableRockSports.net. Let me talk to my camera guy here while we're on the air. You might have to lighten this up. It's getting a little dark. I have to get him over here to see what I'm talking about. But he'll lighten this up so that you fans can actually see. There you go. Right on. Could be even a little brighter if you've got it. We'll get this figured out so you can see. We may not. May have run out of all the help we can give you. We'll see, though, as we're headed down to the bottom of 10. Tell you what, the South Eugene fans that came down for this one and are thinking, oh, not a problem. We should be home by 9 o'clock. That looks good, Corey. Not so much, maybe. Maybe not so much. Here's Warren leading things off, bottom of 10. He's looking to bunt, and he'll pull it back because it's ball one. Well, we might as well catch our second wind here. Ball two. Nope, they're going to say win. The 1-1 fouled away. There's a shot out to left field, but once again, Stevens is just going to circle under it. There'll be one away. Rotigliano steps up there. Rotigliano, 1 for 5. Ball one. Swing and a miss. A pitch that was down and out of the strike zone, but sunk it very nicely. And it's going to get down into left center field. That's going to be picked up by the center fielder, Santiago. Sliding into second is Rotigliano. And with one away, North Medford has a runner in scoring position. And you're at the top of the lineup. Easton Curtis will step in there. He's 1 for 5. Love nothing better than to go 2 for 6 right here. Puts down a bunt, foul. Can North Medford come all the way back from 4 down in the bottom of the 7th and win this in extra innings? That's low. Ball one. Strike two. Oh my. Now you're down to 1 and 2. 1 away. Rotigliano standing at second base. He's going to try to get to third. He does. Rodman couldn't bring it quite down. It is the second out, as there's a strikeout by Curtis at the same time. And brings up Robbins. 2 for 5. 2 away now. And Rotigliano stands at third base. Foul ball. Interestingly enough, South Eugene is not playing in to try and cut off the run, so if even a deep grounder might be enough. Outside. 1-1. Oh, 2-1. In some ways, probably a walk here by South Eugene isn't that bad of a deal. Because then you would have now 3-1, because then you've got options for your fielders as to where to go. Ball 4. So it's exactly what they did. They call it the unintentional intentional walk. Well, they didn't really pitch in an intentional way to walk Jeremiah Robbins, but they certainly just didn't pitch in a way that he could get a hit. Here's Kellen Willer now. That's going to get away. Here comes Roy Tigliano. He slides. He's in. The ball game is over. As somehow or another, they managed to come all the way back to win this one 8-7. For crying out loud, how did they do it? We have no idea, but they did it, and they moved their record to 8-1. You need to stay with us now for the Know Your Role post-game show, which comes your way next. You can visit travelmedford.org and search Know Your Role to see how this campaign is changing the culture of youth sports for the better. We'll take a recap, the scoring, and we look at some key stats quite possibly, but all that's coming up on the Know Your Role post-game show, where we help make sports fun again. You're listening to TableRockSports.net.
I ride the bus a lot. RVTD's UMO app with fare capping means I will never pay more than the daily or monthly cap. RVTD gets me to school, work, volunteering, shopping, and even coffee for a fixed amount each month. UMO gives me one less thing to worry about. Thanks, RVTD.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
All right, let's go, guys. 15 minutes. Get your stuff.
Bye, Mom.
Have a good day, guys. I don't know what happened.
Just next time, go a little slower and figure it out.
Okay, I get it. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take the line.
Life is busy. Juggling everything can be overwhelming. We've all been there. So consumed with our own lives that we sometimes forget about what someone else might be going through.
Ref, come on! No, ref! There's no contact! I'm straight up! That is a terrible
So
goal.
keep it in perspective, because we're all hoping for the same thing, to be respected for who we are and what we do. Remember, no ref, no game. You can be a parent, athlete, coach, or an official, but you can only be one. Know your role.
Welcome back to the Southern Oregon Sports Commission's Know Your Role postgame show as North Medford comes from behind to win this one 8-7. They move their record now to 8-1 overall, 2-0 in conference play. The way this started out is it looked like probably South Eugene was going to walk away with this one, although it was a 1-2-3 inning for them to start the ball game. But for North Medford, Frankie Ritigliano tripled on a fly ball to center field. He then ended up scoring as Jeremiah Robbins grounded out, and Bush threw it over to first base. But on that throw, Ritigliano scored. Then, and that was the only run of the inning. And after the first inning, it was a 1-0 ball game. No scoring took place in the second inning. No score, and then North scored in the third inning when Easton Curtis singled to open it up. Robbins struck out swinging, and Curtis had taken off. He stole second base, and that allowed him to score when Kellen Willer singled on a ground ball out to center field, and Curtis came around and scored, and it was 2-0. And everything kind of held up for a long time after that, as it looked like that 2 runs was going to do it, except that all of a sudden South Eugene got an error. Santiago hit a ground ball, but first baseman Willer committed an error. Bush then singled on a fly ball out to left field, advancing Santiago to third, and then Stevens singled, and he on a line drive to right field, and Santiago scored, and we left the top of the 5th. Well, we've got to get one more run in, and then Lay doubled on a hard ground ball to center field. Bush scored, and it was a 2-2 ball game as we left the top of the 5th. We went to the bottom of the 5th. North Medford got even. Ritigliano hit a ground ball and reached on an error by Bush. Curtis struck out looking, as Ritigliano had earlier stole second, and then he stole third. So he was standing down at third base when Jeremiah Robbins came up and singled on a hard ground ball out to center field, and Ritigliano scored. Now it was 3-2. South Eugene managed to come back and tie it up when France singled on a live drive out to center field. Santiago hit a ground ball. He reached on an error by Ben Morgan. Bush got hit by a pitch, so that made France advance to third because Santiago's going to go to second. Stevens ended up walking, and that scored France, and now it's a 3-3 ball game. They've got the bases pretty much loaded here at this point. Ledoux walks, Bush scores, and it's a 4-3 lead for South Eugene. This is in the top of the 6th. Things aren't looking good at this point. Van Ryzen then doubles on a line drive out to center field. Stevens scores. Lay scores. Alexander standing down at third. It's a 6-3 ball game. South Eugene out on top. As we go to the bottom of the 6th, it's 3 outs for North Medford. We go down to the 7th, and South Eugene gets one more. Santiago, he singled with 2 outs. Singled on a line drive with 2 outs. Bush hit a ground ball, and that was another error by third baseman Ben Morgan. Santiago standing at second base. Stevens walked. Santiago goes to third on that one, and then Santiago scored on a wild pitch. It's 7-3 in favor of South Eugene. Things are not looking good for North Medford. But here comes the bottom of the 7th inning, and with 2 outs, Robbins doubled on a fly ball to left field. Willer singled on a fly ball to center field, and Robbins scored. Morgan singled out to center field. Willer went to second base. Peyton walked. Willer stayed at third. Morgan stayed at second. The bases are loaded. Ben Morgan doubles out to right field. Willer scores. Colton Morgan scores. And Jake Payton is standing at third base. Daffron walks. They have first and third. Actually, they have the bases loaded with Payton at third, Ben Morgan at second. And then Austin Warren walked. That scored Payton. Everybody moves up 90 feet. It's a 7-7 ball game now as we leave the 7th inning. Nothing happened in the 8th. Both teams failed to score in the 9th. South Eugene had runners on base. They had second and third at one point, and nobody out. And then North Medford got three straight outs on a ground out and 2 strikeouts, and then managed to score on their own when Retigliano doubled on a line drive to center field. He stole third base, and then he scored on the next pitch on a passed ball, and North Medford somehow wins this one 8-7. It probably would not do us good to ask too many questions, as Coach Kerry Curtis was going to say. I have no idea, but we'll just take it and go home and be happy. So North Medford moves to 8-1, 2-0 overall in conference play. We'd like to thank you for watching today's broadcast. We thank North Medford High School for hosting the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night on TableRockSports.net. Our next Table Rock Sports production for North Medford will be one week. No, it will not be 1 week from today. It'll be Saturday, 1 week from Saturday, when we will do the whole doubleheader as they take on South Medford right here in a doubleheader. And we'll have both of those games for you on Table Rock Sports. Again, the final score on the John L. Scott scoreboard: North Medford 8, South Eugene 7. This has been a presentation of TableRockSports.net. The executive producer is Joe Brett. I'm Terry Ross saying thanks for watching. Good night from North Medford High School in Medford, Oregon.